We have always been the group that have asked the tough questions.
You always hear people talk about they should do something, right? Oh, don't you wish that they would solve this problem? This is they.
So it's not only just doing good things for the planet, but economically, for the bottom line, this is where people need to be.
And this is where it gets really fun.
You know, when you take a look at the county and all the things that are going on, Peter McCarn, economic development, putting it all together, making it happen, this county is exceptional.
Know that the leadership of the Clean Energy Action Coalition and the things that you're going to do today by Power and Change Together is going to continue to move Westchester forward.
But what better place to launch an initiative like this than in Westchester County?
We need to be able to demonstrate that we have a reliable and affordable energy grid.
That I don't think we do enough celebrating of milestones achieved, celebrating of projects in the ground, celebration of the transition that is literally underway in dozens and dozens of projects here in Westchester County, and of course even more across our state.
It's all about reinvesting. And that's what we've continued to do, is reinvest into the school district, the savings that we get every year.
So as you heard, energy efficiency is a big growth area, and it continues to be for several reasons.
At the same time that the state is sort of moving to an increasing penetration of renewables, the electricity consumption, the load is growing. So both ends of the energy system, generation and demand, transforming at the same time. And this is pretty unprecedented for the energy system.
Here in this session, we're here to talk about who's actually going to do something about it, and who are the people that are going to be here to actually drive the transition and be a part of the solution.
And one of the really big challenges that I find, right, that's really kind of preventing or slowing down the development and the growth of our workforce efforts is the fact that we often don't use the same terminology.
On average, and this is on average, you get a 70% reduction immediately when you start using biomass-based diesel. Almost 75% of the transportation on-road market in California. California is, what, 5th largest economy in the world.
Our trucks now on renewable diesel, which is a cleaner way to go, more efficient. And we found out that the trucks are running a lot better.
So the next 5 years are critical for New York State, because we have set goals.
You can hear discussions of, we need to slow down, the grid can't handle it, we don't have enough power to do what we need to do. And I'm here to say that it is a challenge, but there are solutions available. And so you're looking at, what would have been a demand profile for this site of 80 kilowatts. They were using 80 kilowatts. Con Ed only saw 20 kilowatts. So that demand reduction is a key part of the economic value that a project like this brings.
We need more solar, we need more battery storage, and we need it as fast as possible. The good news is there is a path to realizing the goal and making these technologies available.
About half the parking area is covered with 12 different solar canopies that will shade 1,100 cars. The solar covering the 10 acres contributes $120,000 to the annual lease payment.
Just some quick background. In New York today, we have a very robust solar program. There are two paths for interconnection. One is behind your meter, where you're going to avoid your electricity charges on your actual bill. Or the second, which was just announced on December 1st of 2024, which is the statewide Solar for All program.
So Regeneron has been a leader in sustainability. And note that Regeneron has been incorporating green initiatives and efficiencies into its existing campuses, as well as the design for our new campus.
500,000 elderly who are at least 3 months behind on their utility bill. My average utility bill is $110.
Pressure on our building infrastructure. We have to develop new and legacy properties. New construction standards, like Passive House, are what we are building today.
So we are electrifying, not only for sustainability reasons, but this is the only path forward for us.
We're only going to do this work if we're all moving together forward in a way that is consistent, it's civil, and more important, it's steady.
We are the #1 community solar market in the nation 2 years running.
Everyone's talking about the environment. They're talking about so many different things. But as a businessman, as a capitalist, I can actually make a difference in my world, not just in White Plains, Westchester, New York, or the United States, but If we get that smart with energy, is it not an advantage to the world?
Our work continues apace, and I would say reflective of the realities, of course, clear-eyed as to the challenges, but also knowing that what New York does matters very much with respect to the energy transition writ large, and we aren't going anywhere.
Some people said that Thomas Edison's most important invention wasn't the light bulb, it wasn't the phonograph, it wasn't the motion picture camera, it wasn't the alkaline battery, it wasn't the electric grid that our sponsor Con Ed has, or over 1,000 other patents. But the most important thing that he did was develop an innovation working groups. Get people focused on specific action that can be done, and out of that came an amazing amount of technologies and advancement.
Your organization has really taken this to a new level, and I want you to know this is a beacon, really, for our state, and something that we very much need to replicate county by county across our state as well.
It's like a train that's coming at you. There's three things you can do. You can either jump on board, jump out of the way, or get hit. Which way do you want to be? I say jump on board. What do you say?